Welcome to session 62.5. It is midnight of the 30th of Desnes, which is a very fitting month for this to take place in. As it is midnight, as Dama hears a voice in his sleep. It is the voice of Sarenrae, which he heard about a month ago, or a little over a month ago, when he was in the Finder plane. So, Dama, you hear like I said, you hear the voice, and in your dreams, as you hear it say, "Dama, awaken." Do you choose to wake up or no?
Well, a voice is shouting and speaking inside my head. I'm pretty sure that would wake me up, whether I wanted to or not.
Okay. As you see Sarenrae standing at the end of the room, you see where those pillars are and that little crane is?
Yep.
Hold on.
Yeah.
How about...
Yes, no, I see where the crane and the pillars are. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's standing. So again, for those who are listening to this and only listening to this, imagine a very Egyptian type room, or Egyptian thematic room. It has a spa in the middle of it. There's pillars with hieroglyphs on the ceiling. Almost like a sunroof type of glass on the top to bring in more light to the covered room. Silken sheets, sofas, ornate cushions, like just a really, really beautiful scene here. As like I said, it is the night, so imagine a night sky instead of a daytime sky like you see. And in between these, in between the pillars, stands Sarenrae. She does not have her wings out, but you can see her hair is almost made of flame as she stands there in the garb you see her in the Gods and Magic book. As that's what this is taken from. And she says, "Come, Dama. We have much to discuss."
Yeah. I'll crawl out of bed, look at my fallen mace, and just ignore it and proceed to her.
Okay. As I said, you felt that disconnect from Asmodeus a while ago. As you approach her, like I said, you can feel this aura of healing and a flame that doesn't burn but warms the soul as you approach her. And she stands...
So probably something entirely new to me then, since,
yes,
hell.
Absolutely. As she tells you, "Dama, Asmodeus has not only abandoned you, but has cursed you. You no longer have a tie to him, nor the plane of hell. Do you understand?"
All right, so what you're saying is I'm not going to hell as of yet, should I die?
That's correct. Your contract with Asmodeus is now void. As it is, as she says void, you turn around and you see your robes, the armor, and your mace slowly glow with a red hue as they dissipate and melt into a black, dissipate to a black sludge and into a dust as they disappear, as all your Asmodean garments leave. And basically any Asmodean armament you had is gone.
Right. Oh. All right. How is this a bad thing? You said he cursed me.
He did curse you. However, you are not a bad person, Dama. I believe, as well as Shelyn, that you were a good person born in an evil place, and that evil bound itself to you for a time until you were able to supersede its grip on you. Shows the desire to free the slaves you've been freeing throughout your entire journey is not because you were trying to skirt the line of legality with Asmodeus. I believe it's because you're a good person and you are redeemable. And I believe that with with your willingness to help me rebuild that temple in the Fender plane, it at first was you were resistant to the idea, but again, you helped. Again, you did not need to. There was no requirement. No one had a blade to your throat. You did that out of your own volition. And you even accepted my blessing, which again was not required. And then you went to the point to bring back a fallen comrade, knowing that he worships an enemy of the deity you've been so devout to for so many years. A person doesn't just do that. A person does not attempt resurrection at that level because they know the grave consequences that could come should they fail. Yet you took that risk anyway, without even blinking an eye, without calculating the risks. You had the desire to bring back Bulat, not the obligation. Agree or disagree?
Well, no, you're right. 100%. He was my friend.
Yes.
I didn't really put matters of faith into it. If I had the option to bring him back, and I could, hell, I'd try.
But you have to understand, as a cleric, you draw from your power is drawn from faith. And
yeah.
And in that moment, when you went to go reach for Bulat's soul to bring it back from Pharasma, Asmodeus decided to disconnect from you completely. But in that same moment, Shelyn and myself decided, as you see a bird fly down, a songbird, as it lands on the ground and turns into a beautiful woman with a glaive on her back, sitting at the end of the stairs next to the pillars in the back, basically in the back patio, if you want to call it that. As Shelyn and I both believe that your divine access is worthy enough to make you our oracle. We vouched for Asmodeus's curse by counteracting it with our own power. And we've decided to make you our oracle should you choose to represent our edicts and our thema.
Well, again, thank you for giving me the option rather than just forcing it upon me. Yeah, I would like to I like to continue doing good things. So, yes, please.
Yes. She goes, understand that an oracle must bear the weight of the curse that the other deity has put upon them. Becoming an oracle has its drawbacks.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but even if I say no, I believe I would still be cursed, yes?
That's correct.
Well, this way I could still do some good. So lay it on me.
as you see Sarenrae and Shelyn smile as she goes to touch your chest with her hand. She goes, I bestow upon you the gift of life. And you feel stronger as you literally increase in hit points. Because you're D10 per level because you're life oracle. And you feel this different connection to divinity that doesn't feel faith-bound, but more like an overcharged battery. And she says, you will be a bringer and giver of life. Oracles have different stages of their curse extremity, I guess you could say. Shows the way that most oracles refer to this is a level of minor, basically a curse having a minor effect, a moderate effect, a major effect, and an extreme effect. Most oracles are never live long enough to endure the extreme effects of the curse. But this is all done by you and your desire to aid others. Shows the way it works is, shows you remember that Asmodeus gave you access to his domains of power, right?
Yes.
Think of these spells as domain spells. However, with a slight twist. Whenever you cast these spells, and whenever you cast these spells, they increase the potency of the curse you have. And once you tap into it once during the day, you will stay at minimum your minor level of curse. You can never focus it away, at least until the following day. And so, these spells, many oracles have come to call them revelation spells. These spells will allow you to tap into, the curse that Asmodeus has put on you is the curse of life. Once you reach a certain level, I believe it's the moderate level of a curse, you can no longer heal yourself with magical effects. However, I have twisted it so that when you give healing to others, it is far more potent. So, he says, with that, if you continue to cast these revelation spells, life will even begin to emanate from you. However, should you continue to tap at these powers, it will bring you closer to death. So the irony is that you are able to give more life than you can receive, and you cannot even receive any through magical means after a certain point. So I would highly suggest that you acquire yourself non-magical healing such as potions or elixirs.
Yeah, this is going to be a hoot.
It will be an adjustment. However, you do not need to pray to me or Shelyn for your daily allotment of magic. Your magic is now within you. I could still pray though if the mood strikes me. Yes, of course. He goes, we're never against that, and we'd be appreciative. Just know that your power is now innate. Your access to divine magic is innate through us. It does not come through worship, if you will.
Right.
So, whoops, didn't mean to do that. So, as Shelyn says, but we're always appreciative, like she said. Just don't forget who vouched for you.
Right. Thank you for that.
Yes.
Dama is just at a really loss for words.
As I could imagine. I mean, you're speaking. First of all, you're speaking with two deities.
Again, this could all be in his mind because the massive disconnect from Asmodeus, and his mind just messing with him.
Yeah, it's the middle of the night. He's kind of like.
But hey, if he wakes up tomorrow morning and this wasn't a dream, upside and down, but still upside. Ooh.
As Shelyn will say, "Excuse me, Dama. Would you mind waking Kaiser for me? Do not disturb Bulat, please."
Sure. I assume he's in an adjoining room, or we're all sleeping in one big room. All right.
Yeah, one big, huge, like penthouse style room.
All right. I'll lightly shake him up. Hand on the shoulder.
And
Kaiser. You got a guest.
And you see Dama's not in his Asmodean gear either.
What does he have on?
Probably just my sleeping wear as of right now.
You probably have it. He just has his sleeping wear on, but normally he would even have like Asmodean sleepwear, and he's not wearing it.
Who is it?
Smile. I don't want to ruin the surprise. Just trust me. Get up and go meet them. They're out in the sitting area. I would not keep them waiting.
All right, Dama. Really not in the mood for surprises, but fine.
You'll like this one.
He gets up begrudgingly. Something.
As it's 12:40 in the evening.
Oh yeah, and I'm right behind him, literally just waiting for the reaction.
As you open the door and turn the corner, and you have to kind of rub your eyes and readjust as you think you're seeing things. You've seen her before, but you don't remember what she looked like. But as soon as you can feel her aura, or both of their auras, it's like the memories almost rush back into you. Like the emotional memory of their aura rushes back into you. So you know it's them.
So you see them too, right? I'm not losing my mind here? This isn't like a vague dream?
Yeah, I see him. Hey,
okay, good.
Ma'am, ladies.
Those ladies is fine, Shelyn says.
What can I do for you?
Just take a seat. As Shelyn pats like the ground right next to her. She's like, "Take a seat, Kaiser."
Kaiser will sit.
And you can't help but feel calm when you're next to Shelyn. I know that you've been very angry lately. Well, granted, it's been no more than a day, I think, if I remember that right. As or more than a few days. As Sarenrae will. She'll offer her hand to Dama to take him off to the side.
I'll take it. I'm still slowly just sipping away at this elven wine I've had for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
Good occasion to start drinking now.
As Shelyn will continue. She goes, "You need to understand, Kaiser. To be in control at all times is impossible. There's no such thing. You do know that, right?"
I'm aware. But I've heard stories of the impossible be undone. Or done. but I understand your advice.
He goes, know that it's okay to be angry. He goes, but do not let it consume you like it has Bulat. Just remain as calm as you can. Because emotion is a powerful thing. It can mend scars that seemed unmendable, but it can also create scars as well. Because remember, yes, remember that you need your brother as much as he needs you. Especially on this eve. As the camera pans over back to Sarenrae. And Sarenrae will... She essentially explains the different revelation spells you have and how they work. And she essentially explains the curse system, and that if you overclock yourself, that you can risk passing out and all that. Because I am going to use those playtest rules. You will not have a focus pool. You will just have focus points and curse to deal with. So she explains that, she goes, and if you push yourself too much, Dama, you will pass out from overexertion. Be a giver, but don't give your life for no reason.
All right. Makes sense. No point in dying in vain and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I do have one question.
Yes.
Since I probably will be using your temple most likely tomorrow. Is it a good idea to bring back that Packmaster? Like, we kind of need him to, bring him back to that Katapesh, but in a way, I am bringing back a known slaver.
Your intentions are to not burn any bridges. Is that correct?
Well, I guess you can see it that way, but well, hell, if I can change, as you say it, can he? Like, I honestly don't know. He could be in hell for all I know. Like, I don't know what his afterlife is like.
I can't discuss those things. Those are
exactly.
I can't tell you for the purpose of divine balance. She goes, but if your intentions are only to bring him back to make sure you do not burn any bridges and stick to the promise that you would keep him alive, then that's fine. Return him, but do not expect any reward in turn. And if they offer you something in return, I think you should know what to do, especially if has anything to do with slavery.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I said, return him. There's no harm in returning him. Just don't accept any favors or anything of that sort. And you're fine in our book.
Okay. I could do that.
Good. Well, you along with Kaiser and Naoma are much needed. Good luck.
Thank you.
As you'll see her begin to ascend. Shelyn, it's time to go. He goes, right. Good luck, Kaiser. Dama. Naoma.
Yeah.
As she whispers around towards Naoma's room.
Appreciate the talk.
Of course. She goes, and remember, as she begins to ascend, a mother will always do what is necessary. At least what they believe is necessary. and they dissipate and fly off into the night sky as you both hear. As you hear Bulat tossing, as you literally hear the stone in his room begin to crumble as you hear things breaking left and right inside of his room. And that's where we're going to wrap up the session and begin session number 63.
Damn you.